Imagine this crazy twist in one piece. What if the Straw Hats were all reborn, but with their memories intact? Picture Luffy as a kid in Fusha Village, but this time he already remembers Marineford, remembers Ace's death, remembers everything. He wouldn't just want to be Pirate King. He'd be carrying the weight of making sure history doesn't repeat itself. Zoro? From day one, he'd know about Mihawk, his future rival. Instead of just swinging in a dojo, he'd be sharpening himself like a blade, obsessed with closing that gap even faster. Nami would have the map of the world already in her head, but also the trauma of Arlong. Can you imagine how carefully she'd prepare to never let that happen again? She wouldn't just be a navigator, she'd be a strategist. Sanji? If he remembered Whole Cake Island and his family's cruelty, he'd never let them control him again. But he'd also cook with even more passion, knowing the crew needs him alive and strong. Usopp might be the biggest glow-up. No lies, no fear, just straight sniping with full confidence. With his memory of observation hockey, he'd train it from the start and become a deadly sharpshooter long before Dressrosa. Chopper would advance even faster too. Instead of experimenting for years, he'd already know how to create rumble balls and even his monster points safely. And with his knowledge of medicine from the Grand Line, he could become the world's best doctor in record time. Frankie? Imagine him with all the blueprints he collected already in his head. The Thousand Sunny would probably be even more insane, built like a fortress, maybe even with weapons that rival the ancient weapons. Brook would perfect his soul-based powers from the start, not just as a swordsman, but as the crew's ultimate scout, slipping in and out of situations no normal pirate could. Jinbe would be the tactician. He'd already know which alliances work, which don't, and the exact political climate of the seas. With his wisdom, the Straw Hats might avoid wars entirely or win them faster. But here's where it gets really interesting: Nico Robin. If Robin carried her memories, she'd already know all about the Poneglyphs, the Roadstones, and the Void Century. She could literally piece together history by herself, maybe even find Raftel without Luffy. The question is, would she choose to? Or would she still sail with the crew because she values their bond more than the knowledge itself? If the Straw Hats carried their memories into a second life, they wouldn't just be strong, they'd be unstoppable. They'd be a crew of legends rewriting the seas from day one.